Aries, 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 finally. You're like, why are we at the end? And I think it was because y'all started at the beginning last month. So Aries like, where are we at? It's like y'all just had your month. So I am here, Aries. I know y'all don't like being dead last, but we got to go in order. You know how we do it. So Aries, this is going to be your April reading. Aries, the first thing that I feel like is there's something with travel that's going to be coming in for some of you. Now, I feel like this may be either a little mini vacation or this could be for a job, but I do feel like there's something that is going to be necessary with travel that's going to be coming in for you guys. And I know in some places they're shutting down the borders, some places they're opening up the borders, but I do feel like there's something with travel. This could even be road trips, getting in your car and driving a distance, but I feel like check your car, your tires, your fluid, make sure everything is good before you get out on the road. There's major transformation that's going on with you guys, and I feel like some of you might be doing something different with your hair. You could be losing weight. I know a few areas that are working out. So I think that there's something that is changing with your appearance, and it could just be that you're ready, you're tired, there's something with wanting something new. So maybe you dressed a certain way, or you wore the same lipstick for so many years, or you had an extra weight on you, and now it's like, okay, I want to go ahead and get in better shape. But I do feel like there's more either thoughts about working out, or some of you might actually even be looking into cosmetic surgery for these changes. There is something coming in with job loss, you guys. So if you're dealing with a job that is hanging on by a thread, put your resume out. Put your stuff out there, because I feel like that there may be either you're working for a company that financially is not really productive for you anymore. You don't want to be there, or the company is having problems. Now, for a lot of companies, COVID hit them really hard. Some of you may still be with these companies where they're trying to hang on by a thread, but I feel like there's going to be a dip in money. For some of you, this could literally be job loss. So if you know that you're already in this energy, go ahead, put your resume, your applications out there, because I feel like that you need to go ahead and make sure that you bring in, your income. There's some budget issues that are coming in, and it could be because of car expenses or house expenses. I do feel like that there's going to still be something that goes on with repair. Showed up last month too, so for some of you, you might still be in the midst of trying to pay for a repair or trying to get something going, especially if you were down here and you dealt with the Arctic freeze in Texas. Some of you may be dealing, sorry you guys, I got one ear higher than the other, and my glasses keep going, and it could be because I keep turning my head too. So I'm sorry, I digress. Some of you may be paying some money out for a repair. There's also a move that's coming in too. So some of you may have even shelled money out for a move. But I do feel like there's some financial thing that's going towards an apartment or a house for you guys. I feel that there may be a player or cheater in the midst. For some of you, you may have already dealt with this energy, but I feel like some clarity coming to a relationship where something is going to end. And it's because a person is either talking to somebody else or they found someone else. So some of you might be dealing with moving because of the ending of a situation. Whether this was a roommate situation and this person did something that you didn't like, or it was a romantic relationship where this person did something that you didn't like, I feel like there's going to be an ending and a moving on. This could be part of the transformation too. Some of you might be walking away from a situation and saying, you know what, let me go ahead and redo this. All this. Let me, change, dye my hair blue, maybe start dressing a little differently, because some of you are trying to end that energy and start a new energy. I do get an issue with depression and pulling away. So there may have been some type of pain that came in that's causing this. You could also be dealing with somebody who's depressed, because I feel like somebody's really wishy-washy with their energy. I'm here, I'm there. I'm here, I'm there. Be really careful of unreliable people, Aries. I feel like it's going to really irritate you and frustrate you if you're dealing with somebody who's like, I don't know if I'm coming or going type of energy. Even if you're attracted to them, I feel like some of you are like, I don't really want to deal with that type of energy. This person could be unreliable, but it's hard to have a relationship or a friendship with somebody who doesn't know if they're coming or going. Be careful of addictions. I am getting, and it could be because of it ending up a job or a relationship. Somebody might be eating too much, drinking too much, smoking too much, sexing too much. There is issues with obsession and addiction that some of you might be trying to battle, trying to find your balance. And it could be because there was a catalyst that came through that just kind of threw you off. I do feel something with expansion coming in, but you may have to let go of a negative vice that may be holding you back, Aries. I do see if you're an entrepreneur, there is some type of growth. There's ideas that are coming in for businesses. You might be like, I could do this, I could do that, I can hang this, we're going to go this way, we're going to start this direction. You know, there's this project. I kind of feel like you need to focus. Whatever you're trying to do, focus. If you're pulled in too many different directions, it's going to make it a little bit harder for you. Some of you are having a hard time doing that, where it's like, okay, I got this idea, I got this, but there's something that's going wrong with the follow through. The follow through isn't there, and it could be a lack of motivation. It could be depression. Whatever it is, shake it off. Shake it off. I feel like some of you have fallen into this pit, and it's like you're crawling out. Like, how do I get out? I want to get out, but something keeps pulling on your feet to pull you back in. So some of you, there's a lack of clarity. There really is. There's like things that are opening up for you, but there's a lack of clarity with it. So you could need a spiritual cleanse, but I feel like there's a funk somewhere in the head, and it may be anxiety, depression, feeling unmotivated. But Spirit is saying it's a temporary thing. It's a temporary thing. Be mindful of people trying to manipulate you into doing something that you don't want to do. I get some conflict with that. I get some sleepless nights, some worries. Could be about a decision coming in, but I get good news that's going to be coming in for you guys. Could have to deal with a new job or money. Some of you are definitely getting a new vehicle. I see travel in a road trip or a car that's coming in. A few of you are actually getting on a plane and flying somewhere. So make sure your passports and your paperwork and your COVID test are all on point. Aries, Aries, Aries. I do feel like some of you are settling for a job or a position that you're in that you don't really want. That could be coming back into the job, not making enough money or not feeling comfortable there. So be careful that you don't get complacent. I feel like some of you are going to a place that you don't want to be in. Some of you are dealing with relationships that you don't want to be in. There is just an energy of feeling trapped. Like, I don't really want this, but I got to do it. Well, you got free will with it. Spirit is saying they're not holding you back. So I do feel like there's openings that are coming in, but some of you, if you're unmotivated or you're dealing with this depression, it may be harder to see this and take advantage of it because of the funk that you're in. But I get like somebody who's very gifted or talented and they're not making the money that they need to make. Their gifts are not being utilized. I do see a move or a new home that's going to be coming in. For some of you, this is going to be a relocation. Let's get into the cards. Three of Blades. Could be emotional pain, separation, divorce, Five of Cups, something not working out the way you wanted it to. Two of Cups. Some of you may have actually parted from a soulmate connection. Let's see. There could have been a little bit of conflict with walking away from this. For some of you, this could even, it's more relationship, but it could even be a job. Nine of Blades, stress, worries. What am I going to do? What's my next step going to be? The Fool card, starting over. I don't have a choice. I got to take a leap of faith. So some of you definitely are ending something that was heavy. The Strength card is showing you feel a little bit limited, but not powerless, Aries. Ten of Wands, overwhelmed with this new beginning. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to sign this paperwork. I got to make sure this is okay. I possibly could be moving. Maybe some of you are pushing that brick wall and it's like, what is going on? It's not working out the way I want. I'm stressing about it. I'm worried. And you're starting to feel overwhelmed. Remember that Strength card, though. The Emperor, this is good news coming in. This is being offered a job, a position. This is a man of authority. Let's see, Nine of Coins. This could be somebody that is giving you something that gives you freedom. Some of you could be applying for a job where there's a lot of movement involved with it. I'm getting something with independence, something that gives you independence. Some of you could be your own boss. You could be starting your own business. You could be the Emperor. So there may be a reason why you're overworking yourself. Maybe it is your baby. We got Three of Cups. We got celebrations coming in. Did I raise that up? Three of Cups. Celebration with this good news. We got Ace of Blades. Something being discovered. Let's see. The Devil card. If any of you are dealing with addictions, it could come out. If you're dealing with somebody with addictions, it could come out. Ten of Cups. We have money coming in. Some of you might have a gambling addiction and win big. The Sun card. We got a positive message about money coming in. The Hangman, there may be some delays with it at first. Let's see. Nine of Cups, getting something that you prayed and you wished for. So, good news, Aries. Let's get to the where I couldn't get it out. The first row is literally heaviness, emotional pain, tired, crying, anxiety. This could have been what really was the catalyst for depression for you guys. Something that you wanted that did not work out, and there's emotional pain. There's an emotional attachment to it. There's something that you put a lot of energy into, and you're feeling like you got the short end of the deal on it. It's like, I worked really, really hard for this. You know, I thought everything was going the way I wanted to go. And then we look at the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, I'm sorry. And we got a person that is literally on a tombstone because they're grieving. For a few of you, you could be grieving a relationship, a marriage, a commitment, a friendship. But it looks like something that you thought was going to be something that was solid for you didn't turn out that way. And there's a grieving process that you went through. That could have been where you pulled away. For some of you, this could have been a soulmate connection where you're like, okay, you know, I thought I was going to be with this person forever. I thought this was going to be something that was going to last, and it's not. So there is a grieving process of letting something go. This could be a friendship, but for a lot of you, I feel like this is a romantic relationship. Some of you could be looking at a partner and going, what the hell? What the hell? What went on? With the Three of Blades, sometimes this is cheating. A third party came into the picture. Whether this is a romantic or passionate relationship or a friendship. For some, this could even have been a family member that came in between this. But there was a third party that caused this separation, that caused this pain, that caused this grief. And some of you are pulling away because of that. You don't have a choice. We have conflict, which means that a few of you have been dealing with an energy that has not been easy. For some, you could be trying to, I feel like there's communication problems. Maybe some of you tried to talk to someone, they're not talking, they didn't want to talk. If this was a romantic relationship, a marriage, somebody was kind of like, you know, we need to go ahead and discuss this, but we got three people in this. And this other person that's holding the knife is confused. They're mad. They're upset. They want to talk about it. We got one person that they have their back turned. They don't want to acknowledge it. And then we got the third party that's sitting back there like smirking. So for a few of you, you might be dealing with an energy of communication problems. If this is not in a relationship, if you're waiting for any type of communication with a job, there seems to be some conflict, and it could be a third party interference. Now, COVID could be slowing some things down, but I feel with this conflict in the knives, that for some of you, this may be in somebody that maybe overstepped in their lane. There's worries. Nine of Swords, can't sleep at night. I'm stressed. I got a lot on my mind. Some of you could be using some type of sleep aid or something to help you. You may even have animals around you that are trying to nurture you through a hard time. I feel like, to be careful of people that are coming in, like I said at the beginning, that are wishy-washy. Don't get your heart caught up in somebody that is having a hard time expressing themselves or moving forward, because it looks like that you may end up getting hurt by this person. There could be some worries. Some of you are scared of love because of something that you went through. I feel like with this Nine of Swords, this was maybe, we get the energy of two people with the Five of Cups and the Nine of Swords. Both of them, their head is down. Like they're going through something. And it was heavy. Like, oh, geez. You know, it zapped my energy. It took my chi. It took something away from me. Both of them have animals in it. So it could be an animal passing or walking away from animals. But it looks like something that may have been a really, really hard decision. Some of you may have even have a sick animal or animal that you're dealing with. There could be worries about that. But I feel like there was a lot of stress behind a relationship that you put a lot of energy into, whether this was romantic, platonic, or even a business relationship. and it didn't go the way you wanted it to go, or it's not going the way you want it to go. The Fool card is like, you know what? I got to start over. New beginnings. Back to the drawing board. So if you hit a brick wall with something and there's disappointment, there's depression and motivation, you put a lot of work into it, I feel like you're catching your second wind. Like, I gotta go ahead and do this. This person, a new can of paint, they have a paintbrush, they have, is that a shovel, or what the hell is he holding? Look at me, I'm all into the card now. This is somebody that's fixing to do work. Like, I'm doing work. Whatever it is that was broken down or left you a little bit depressed or anxiety, it's like I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it. I feel like you may be feeling a little bit limited with this new phase. Like, you can only control so much of it, but the Strength card is showing that you're still pushing it. You're still there. The legs may not be functioning the way you want them to function right now, and that may be your limitation, but it's showing that the Strength card with wheels, you're still moving forward. The Fool card is taking a leap of faith, starting something over, starting something new after a difficult decision. Some of you worried and stressed about this. There may be still a little bit of, I'm not sure what direction I'm going. Do I put my resume out? Do I find this new job? Am I looking for my house? Am I looking for an apartment? I feel like there's something where you're going in full speed, but maybe your direction is a little bit off with it, or you don't know exactly where you're going with this. You're pushing, you're pushing, you're pushing. Some of you may have a project or something that you've been working for on a long time, and you're changing perception or perspective, and you're pushing hard, but you could be feeling overwhelmed with it. Like, this new beginning is a little bit harder than what I thought it was going to be. Or there's a lot that I have to do for this new beginning. The thing about it is, though, it is starting, you guys, because there's an offer that's coming in. Some of you are being offered a position. This could be even in law enforcement, a place of authority. You could be the boss. You could be starting some type of security business. You may even work for the government, but there's this thing of independence. So I feel like some of you may be branching off. If this is not being offered a job, some of you might be entrepreneurs where you're starting something up, but you want your independence. You don't really want to have to work for someone. So I feel like there may be this thing of, okay, if this job is paying a lot of money and it's what I want to do, I think I'm going to do it. And I think for a few, you're trying to find something that you're passionate about, that you want to put some energy into. But there's some great news that's going to be coming in, because we got the Nine of Cups, getting something that you wished for and you prayed for after delays, because we have the Hangman before we get this Nine of Cups, which means that some of you, it's like, okay, when is it going to start? I put this energy in. I planted the seed. When is it going to start? Well, you got good news coming in. After delays, the Hangman was kind of like, everybody's like, and a lot of these cards, Aries, you have your head down and your hand on your head, like, oh my God, what else? But your final card is Nine of Cups. After delays, you get something that you prayed for. Three of Cups, we got celebration coming in. This could be good news about a job. This could be good news about a settlement. This could be good news about a promotion. Definitely they're showing money coming in, opportunity with money that's coming in. And for some of you, really good money. I will say, if you have any addictions and you're trying to apply for a job with law enforcement or anything like that, be careful. Drug testing. Some of you may not be able to get past this. Whatever the addiction is, if you are supposed to be under a certain weight, you gotta watch your food intake. If you drink too much, some of you could be dealing with a person that is a police officer or in the military that drinks too much. But there is an issue with addictions that are coming in. And with the Ace Blades, this could be something that is discovered. So somebody might not be able to see that you're drinking, because you can't tell. But we got people that are looking deeper. So this could be pee in a cup type of thing. And this could be for a position, for a job for some of you. So I will say, if you partake, be really careful about it. Some of you may celebrate something too much and then end up having a drug test the next day. Be careful. Also, too, with that Three of Cups, I feel like you have admirers that are coming in, and one of them could have addictions. So take your time. If you're meeting somebody new, they may have some issue that they're dealing with that they don't put out there. You can't see it by looking at them, but if you look deeper, this thing may come out. Ten of Pentacles on the Sun card is showing some type of payday coming to you. On the lottery. You have a big settlement that's coming to you. Could get a really good job. But you have all this coming in with Nine of Cups. So some of you are putting yourself in a position where you have a really good move that's coming in that brings in more money, more stability, more independence for you. After delays, maybe you're waiting on this money to come in and it's like, okay, when am I going to get the news about this? If this is a job, this position, if this is, an inheritance or winning the lottery. But then we got the Nine of Cups. Celebrations, major celebrations, getting something you prayed for and you wish for, a gift from spirit. The Sun card is showing a positive change. If you've been stuck, you're coming out of it. If you have been stressed and worried, get them lined up, you're coming out of it. With the Sun card, with the Nine of Cups, we got good energy that's coming in. After a while, you've been stressed, you've been overwhelmed. You had major changes coming in. This could have been a move, a big move for some of you. Some of you may have walked away from a soulmate connection or a really strong relationship. There may be even a hard time breaking a soulmate tie for some of you. There's something not working out the way you want it to work out, and you're moving solo, and you may not want to move solo, but you have admirers coming in. I do feel like, too, that if this is a job or if you're in a partnership, some of you may be moving away from a partnership and going solo. Some of you may be ending a connection because there's other opportunities that are coming in. If you are in a partnership, you may have someone that's telling you, oh, I have an opportunity that's coming in, but I need to move by myself. For some reason, there was something that changed where this move had to be about you. This opportunity had to be about you. So even in a partnership, there may have been some challenges with that because it's about you. These opportunities are coming in. There's some conflict with emotions. And it could be because somebody cheated. They hurt you. They're not being upfront with you. There's some emotional pain. There could have been some disappointment too. Maybe you wanted a position that was really, really, on your radar, and you feel like somebody's trying to take this away from me. I do feel like a third party interference. Either somebody is dropping the ball, they're not turning paperwork in, or they're not doing what they need to do, and it's holding you up. But the delays are going to be over because we have the Hangman energy, which is literally things not moving. To the Nine of Cups. Good news coming in, getting something that you prayed for. With the Sun card, a positive change in a negative feeling, Aries. Aries, I got to say, out of everybody this month, shit, yours was the best, I think, because you came out of a really heavy energy. You really did. Some of you went through some stuff. You went through some pain. You went through some disappointment, and now you're coming out of it slowly, dealing with depression, being unmotivated, making some changes in your life, making changes with your body, with your environment. But it's moving you to a better place where you feel more stable. And it may be because what you were holding on to wasn't what you thought it was in the first place. With the Five of Cups, this is literally something not working out the way you thought it was going to work out. And that could have been your perception. The Spirit is like, no, we're going to go ahead, take a leap of faith because maybe you outgrew something or something outgrew you. One way or the other. There was something that pushed you to move forward. A lot of this was Spirit guidance. Even some of the delays are Spirit guided because they're trying to get you in a position to heal. Like you got to be ready for this opportunity, whether this is physically ready, mentally ready, emotionally ready. I feel like Spirit is like, you need to heal. Let's look at a different deck real quick, Aries. Aries, 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 Spirit. Any other guidance? Aries, Aries. Any other guidance? Yeah, Five of Cups again. Things not working out. Messages coming in about procrastination. Let's see. But we got balance that's coming in. We got major spiritual growth. So Spirit did have a hand in this, you guys. For some of you, like, why? It had to happen a certain way because Spirit was like, it was time for you to move on. Your situation was going to end. 10 of spades, 10 of diamonds. Something feeling overwhelming. Whether this was overwhelming for you or somebody that you were with. This could be a family member, a partnership. It was like, this is overwhelming. I don't want to do this anymore. And it had to end. You're going to find balance, though, Aries. Whatever you're moving towards, there is definitely some type of balance that's coming in. Endings are bringing new beginnings. If there's addiction problems, there's endings. Ace of Spades is on top of this. If you were in a relationship with someone who had an addiction issue and it wasn't what you signed up for, it's ending. If you are struggling with addiction, it looks like something is ending. You're getting a handle on it. Could be because of a new job coming in. Some of you are going to meet a new person that may even facilitate this healing for you. Because I get that coming from an energy of feeling trapped, feeling not balanced, and moving to an energy that is love and light. Having options coming in, flirtation, stability, ancestral guidance. Spirit is like, okay, we took you out of this. Now we're going to help you move forward. Be open to that communication. A lot of you are standing strong, and I do see something with education, learning something new. This could also be sharing knowledge, but I feel like there's something that's coming in that helps you, teaches you. Some of you are going to be taking tests, or you're going to be completing something that takes you to that next level with education. Be careful of one-sided relationships with players, people that you're putting a lot of energy into, but they're not giving you the same energy. Be careful of an air sign person that's lying a lot. They're younger. This could be a child. If they're not an air sign, you could be dealing with a person who's younger than you that's not being completely honest. They could be going through some things. Some of you, it gets mother-child vibes with it, where this could be you having issues with your mother, or you may have children that are having issues with you, but there is some deception there. And it has a lot to do with immaturity. So I do see some conflict for some of you. You may be having conflict with parents. They may be looking at you as immature or not settled yet. Some of you are going to be moving on from that situation if it gets too much for you. Definitely you have new love coming in. And you may meet this person through travel. They may be somewhere displaced where they may be moving to where you're at, or you might travel out and meet this person. But I definitely feel like there's three people. Someone from the past who is wishy-washy, a little bit immature, could even be bipolar. Then we have another person who's coming in. They may not really know what they want. And then we got a new person that's coming in. So we got 3 of Cups twice. So you have options, Aries, that are coming in. Some of you may already be in a relationship that's ending, and you have a new person that's coming in. Third-party interference. If you're married, though, you could also have a partner that is stepping out, because we have three of spades, 3 of swords. Cheating. Somebody that's ending a relationship because they want to move on. Whatever it is, Aries, the heaviness of it is going to ease up. If this is a relationship ending, you're going to fall on your feet, or land on your feet. I'm sorry. Well, with the Fool card, jump, fall, whatever it is, you're landing on your feet. There may be a lot of hurt and pain about something, but it's like, I'm moving on. I thought it was going to work out this way. I had hopes it was going to work out this way, but I'm moving on. If there's procrastination with this moving on, paperwork or something feeling blocked, that's about to open up for you guys. But I definitely get that there's a balance that's coming in, and there's a lot of spirit connection. Talk to your spirits, talk to your ancestors, because it looks like they have a hand in this movement forward. They're helping you navigate some things. And it looks like they may have even been the catalyst that are pushing some things through for you, whether you were ready for it or not. Definitely money coming in. I see if there is something ending with a job, don't worry about it. There's another job that's coming in, but you got to put your resume out. You got to put your application out. You got to be ready for this. Don't sit back and just wait for the job to end with no, plan B. Some of you have unemployment or disability because I'm getting a monthly check that's coming in. But I feel like for a lot of you, you're still looking for, okay, if this job ends, I still need that supplemental income. Don't put yourself in a bind, especially if you're trying to move and get things going, because it looks like you're going to land on your feet, but you know, there's budget issues. There's spending too much money or money not being allocated to the right place because you got bigger things that are coming in. So I will say, watch your budget. When this other job comes in and you have more money to play with, then buy the stuff that you want. But if you don't need it right now, don't waste your energy on it, Aries. Some of you are literally, money-wise, you're challenged. You're trying to hold on to your budget. And I feel like there's something spiritually coming in that you're going to pay money for. This could be joining a coven. This could be an initiation. This could be traveling for spiritual classes. But there's definitely something coming in with that for a few of you. For some, there's a new home that's coming in. Save your money if you know that you're trying to get your own place. Spirit is like, be mindful with your money. Be mindful with your budget. The depression and the anxiety, I feel like that's you're gonna come back into it. You're gonna snap. There's this thing of being unmotivated and going into hermit mode. I don't want to do this because you went through something heavy, and now you're snapping out of it, and now you're feeling a lot more motivated. Okay, I got to get my shit together because I'm strong, and I'm not gonna stay down for long. And that's exactly what you did. And it looks like it's really moving in your favor because at 9 of Cups, you get something you prayed for and you wish for. It follows through for you. I'm happy for you, Aries. It looks like you went through a hard time, but you're going to pull through really, really well. So keep your mind focused on what your goal is, what your completion is, and talk to your spirits. You know, ask them to help you navigate this so that you can miss some of these little pitfalls that are coming up. You'll be okay, though. All right, Aries. Mwah. Love you guys.